Well, good morning and welcome to day 3 of our reading plan through John. This week, each day, you're reading the prologue, just 18 verses. And our hope is that by reading it each day, the text becomes expansive to you. That each read, you see something new or you're drawn to something new. For today, I want to focus on just 2 lines, starting in verse 4. What John writes about this Jesus, who he has not yet named, is this: "In him was life, and that life was the light of all mankind. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it." That word life, it's like the fullness, the vitality. So in him, in the Word, is the soul, the fullness of humanity. And that essence, that soul of Jesus, is the light of the world. It's the light. So let's think about light. When I think about light, I think of 2 things. 1, light is the means by which we see everything else clearly. You can't see if you're stuck in the dark. 2, light does drive out darkness. Darkness can't exist when the light is on. I think about when I put my 3- and 5-year-old to bed at night and they're scared in the dark. Things hide in the dark. Things lurk in the dark. There are things we're not aware of in the darkness, but Jesus, his life, turns on the light so that we can see everything clearly. So I have one question for you this morning. What darkness is in your life that you need Jesus to shine light on? Where do you need Jesus, the light, to break into darkness? And just write it down. Write it down as a prayer. Lord, will you break into this darkness, whatever it is? Maybe it's a fear you have or an anxiety. Maybe you're suffering in some way. You have a diagnosis or a relationship that's just crumbling apart. I don't know what your darkness is, but we all have shadowy corners of our lives, and Jesus, the light of the world, is breaking into that darkness and driving it out. Now I'll flip the question, because in Matthew's gospel, Matthew 5, Jesus says to us, to those who follow him, that we are the light of the world. He says, you're a city on a hill. And this was in a culture where there were no street lights, there were no skyscrapers with search beams. It was a dark night, except for these little towns, usually up on hillsides, where there would be candlelight and torches and bonfires. And when you see that light in the darkness, you're drawn to it. So we are the light of the world. That means other people are going to be drawn to us as an escape and protection and comfort from darkness. And like Jesus, when we shine light, the hidden things go away. Things are revealed. We see things more clearly. So my second question for you is, what dark places do you walk into today? Where is there darkness in your world, whether it's in your family's life, in your school, in your workplace, or maybe it's in a neighbor's life? And what does it look like for you and for me to be the light of the world? And Jesus is our source. He's the way we see things clearly. He drives out darkness. He comforts us. He reveals things, and he lets us see. So he's the light of the world. Are your lights on today?